All right. This video will talk about the Russian Revolution. We'll start with the causes. The first cause is Russia has very weak leadership. Tsar Nicholas II made all wrong decisions, and all these decisions will eventually make his people angry, which is the easiest way to lead to a revolution. The Russo-Japanese War, which would be Russia and Japan fighting each other, was a failure. Citizens in every country hate it when you lose wars. Food shortages become frequent. Farmers and factory workers, which are a majority of your citizens, are not making enough to buy the food to feed themselves. When you all know this, when you have a shortage of something, the value increases. So they're not making enough money to buy the food they need. They're also being mistreated by these rich people, and all this is just going to be, all these combinations together is just going to be too much for them, and eventually the people will revolt. Now, your revolution. In 1905, a peaceful demonstration, a peaceful protest was shut down with force by their leader. Many women and children are killed, so this is not going to sit well with most of your civilians. The Bolsheviks want to take power and kick out the Tsar. By February 28th of 1917, the Tsar is forced to leave his throne. All right, now he still has power, but he's forced to run away. And they're going to set up another government in his stead, but the Bolsheviks still want power. So their leader, Lenin, is going to begin the revolution in October. This is going to pit what we call the Reds versus the Whites. So you're going to have a civil war in Russia. That's a war within that country between their own countrymen. Okay, so Lenin's new economic plan, we'll discuss that in just a second. The Red versus White. The Red Army are the communists and the Bolsheviks. The White would be the Tsar's army. So they're going to fight each other. The Civil War is going to last from 1917 to 1923, so it's going to start in the middle of World War I, which explains why Russia has to pull out of World War I. The Red Army will win, and Russia will become the world's first communist country. All right, during the war, Lenin will begin his NEP, or his new economic plan. This is where he reduces mandatory food offerings from peasants. That means peasants will have more food. They don't have to give up as much food, which will make them happy. He's going to limit capitalism. Okay, he's going to go towards more of a socialist economy, which means the people will be, in a way, treated more equally. Everyone will be more equal. It's not necessarily fair, but it's more equal. And he's going to generate money for more industrialization. Now, Stalin, and everyone knows him. He has the epic stash, Stalin's stash. Okay, Stalin takes over after Lenin is gone. He begins his 5-year plan, which is really just a continuation of Lenin's NEP plan. Okay, in his 5 years, Stalin wanted the country to become fully industrialized. Okay, he's going to be a dictator. He will rule Russia with an iron fist. Anyone that crosses him just vanishes in midair, mysteriously goes away. Okay, so that's the end. Make sure you guys have your video summaries out and ready to go. It wasn't long. You should have been able to do this. All right, and we will see you tomorrow.